As a neuroscientist, I'm interested in understanding how the brain reacts under conditions of various types of emotion. And the way we usually do that is to do functional neuroimaging. We ask people to participate in experiments where they are in an MRI scanner. In the case of fear, what we do is employ an image of a fearful face. The fearful face is the more universally successful stimulus. Like, not all people are afraid of spiders, particularly if you're in a scanner and you know that nothing bad can happen to you. But a fearful face seems to be more resistant to editing. Well, this is really interesting because it suggests that you don't actually have to be in a fear-inducing situation to feel or experience the emotion of fear. And so in the case of an experiment that involves a stimulus that's associated with fear, what we would do is ask somebody to do a task like identify the color of something. But we might, prior to that time, present a fearful face or a neutral face. And we would then behaviorally determine how the experience of the fearful face affected the behavior. We could see an effect on the neural circuitry, and particularly the neural circuitry that's involved is known to be sensitive to emotional stimuli, particularly the amygdala. The question of how fear manifests itself in the brain is what probably philosophers would refer to as the hard problem. We can see effects of a fearful face, and we see that these effects are different than when the face has a neutral expression. But does that mean that that is how the brain processes fear? The experience of fear is very individualized, that some people experience fear almost as a thrill. Some people experience it as something that is very dreadful and avoidable. So we can image activity in the brain in relationship to a, quote, fearful stimulus. But the question of exactly how the brain reacts to or manages or represent fear isn't really answered.